Let's pick these bowl games. Let's see. Here's what we have coming up this week. So I'm going to look at a couple of bowl games that are not in the playoff for you to pick, and then we're going to pick playoff. Let's start with the Camping World Bowl. Number 20 Syracuse coming in at 9-3 versus number 16 West Virginia at 8-3. Um, who are you taking to win that game, Kevin?
I think that Syracuse will win that game. And the reason why I say that is because Will Greer's not going to be playing. He's the heart and soul of that West Virginia offense and gets that West Virginia offense going. Without him there and Syracuse coming in full strength, Beavers will have that team ready to go. I think Syracuse will win that game and take home that victory.
All right, we got you there. Now we're keeping track of this because we're gonna measure you. We're gonna measure. The Alamo Bowl, Iowa State Cyclones at Washington State. Iowa State coming in number 24 with an 8-4 record out of the Big 12, and number 13 Washington State out of the Pac-12. They're 10-2. Who do you have there?
I've got Washington State winning this game. Washington State, just too much offense. Mishu at quarterback, I mean, he's got more yards than just about anybody in college football. In fact, I think he leads the NCAA in passing. The Wizard at head coach, Mike Leach, he just manufactures offense. Iowa State won't be able to score enough points. They do have a good defense, but I don't think they'll be able to hold all game. Washington runs away with it.
Okay. In the Sun Bowl, we have out of the Pac-12, Stanford at 8-4 versus Pittsburgh out of the ACC at 7-6.
So Stanford, very disappointing this year. Really let a lot of people down. When you look at Stanford, you've got all of the intangibles. Pittsburgh really had a pretty down year, lost all of the big games, blown out by Miami in their last game before the ACC championship. Notre Dame, they took to a pretty good game. Clemson blew them out, doors off of them. Stanford, I think they win the game. I think Stanford will have a pretty good advantage with Bryce Love. He should be nice and healthy in this game. He's a dynamic back when healthy. So I think Stanford wins this game by a touchdown.
Okay, and the last one of this group of games, number 12 Penn State out of the Big Ten coming in at 9-3 versus the SEC's number 14 ranked Kentucky Wildcats 9-3.
So this is going to be a good one, and I'll tell you because Benny Snell from Kentucky has been the man all year. He's been the one standing up saying, "Believe in Kentucky. We're more than just football, basketball," and he's made believers out of it, especially with the win over Florida early in the season. They just didn't have enough talent and depth to beat Georgia or LSU, but I anticipate that they will be able to get it done against Penn State. I go with Kentucky in a nail biter.
Okay, so you picked Syracuse, Washington State, Stanford, and UK in those four games. All right, so we're gonna keep tabs on that. Let's go to the college football playoff. All right, before we get to the college football playoffs, you need to give me these games in 20 seconds or less. All right, 20 seconds or less. All right, Sugar Bowl, number 15 Texas versus number 5 Georgia.
Georgia wins the game. Georgia, too much defense, too much offense, well balanced.
Okay.
Really the top.
All right, Rose Bowl, Washington at 10-3, and coming in at ranked at number 9. Ohio State 12-1, coming in at number 6.
Ohio State wins. Dwayne Haskins, too talented, too many receivers, too much speed for Washington.
Fiesta Bowl, UCF versus LSU.
I love Lil David, but the Lions is just too strong on this one. LSU, too much depth, power in the SEC will run them over. 2-point touchdown.
All right, let's go to the playoff. First, in the Cotton Bowl, the playoff semifinal, which is going to be 4 p.m. December 29th. Is that Saturday? Is that Saturday?
Yeah.
That's Saturday. 4 p.m. Saturday. Number 2, Clemson. Number 3, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is back. Luck of the Irish. The luck stops at the Cotton Bowl. Clemson, too talented. Defensive line, too strong. Offense is too much. Notre Dame won't be able to match the points. Clemson wins by 2 touchdowns.
Okay. And in the the other semifinal, number 1, Alabama versus number 4, Oklahoma. This is Saturday at 8 p.m. Game is being played in Miami, Orange Bowl. Who are you picking there?
I got to go with the home team, Alabama. I'll be there in person watching this from the box seats. Bama defense will get more stops than Oklahoma will and will score more points on that poor Oklahoma defense. Bama wins by 2 touchdowns.
All right. That is, let me see. I'm going to go plus 14. I'm marking down those 2 touchdowns, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You picked 9 games, Kev. We're going to need a minimum of what, Joe? 5 and 4? We're going to need 5 and 4.
I think you can do that.
5 and 4.
I
Right?
think you can. I believe.
All right. Okay. Yeah, Kev. We're going to need a minimum of 5 and 4 on that.
I think you can do it.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Kev. Thanks a lot for joining us. Just a quick shout out to our viewers and listeners. Please follow Kevin on Twitter at NCAA Thomas. Let us know what you think about his picks. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment below. Let us know who you're picking. Make sure you follow. Make sure that you subscribe. Kev, thanks a lot. Go back to the family. We really appreciate it. Feliz Navidad.
And the cigar. Take your time, man. Take your time.
Man.
Yes, sir. Thanks a
hurt
lot,
yourself.
Joey. And you guys have a Merry Christmas to you and your family.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. We talk to you after the new year.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye now.
Okay. So we got 9 games picked.
Yep. We ready.
He went with his SEC bias.
But they're pretty strong.
They're pretty
it's
strong.
a little biased, but
a little
they're
bit.
pretty
A little
strong.
bit. So I'm looking for a couple of upsets over the SEC just for the fun of it.